So the baby done put the broad out of his crib like Jazz on Fresh Prince. Players Club, you already know, we're going to break this thing down. There's a lot of lessons to be learned from this, so just stay tuned. But real quick, I need you guys to like the video, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. That way you can get this good player-ish fresh off the press. Shout out to the Players Club. But let's get straight into this.
The fucking baby called the fucking cops on me. Look at this shit. He wants me to get out of his house. Go ahead.
Let's just
Go ahead, baby. Tell him. Tell him. Where's this stupid ass nigga at? Where's he at? Where's he at? Where's he at? Where's he at? Yeah, whatever. He wanna call the fucking cops on me for whatever the fuck reason. Whatever. Stupid ass. My 3-month-old baby. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, whatever. Fucking bitch ass nigga.
You want to just tell me your side of what's going on?
No, I don't need to tell you nothing.
Well, I'd like to know.
Nah, you good. You can talk to him because he want to call you.
Ooh, these bras is mad today. They don't like that. They got the internet in an uproar. They don't like that. They don't like to see a man standing on his square who got his shit together and not tolerating they bullshit and not tolerating they disrespect. Now, y'all know I don't like to do the celebrity gossip, but if I think that you can learn something from it, we gonna cover it. And I got 4 things that I think that you can learn. I know you need to learn from this situation. You understand what I'm saying? First things first. Have your shit together when you dealing with these women, meaning be stable, have your crib together, have your income, have your car. Do not depend on women. If he was dependent on that woman would have caused him more of a nightmare, a headache. But since he got his own shit, he can remove her. Hey, get up out my spot. You understand what I'm saying? Take your ass home. You're not going to drive me crazy. You're not going to drive my people crazy. When women see that you dependent on them, they treat you a little bit different. They come at you a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? And they gonna give you their ass to kiss. All of them. You understand what I'm saying? All of them. When they know that you dependent on them, especially, for a long time, they gonna walk all over you. They not gonna respect that. What happens is, you know what I'm saying? They see you, right? And a lot of the times they need women need an outlet for their toxicity, for their negative emotions, and a lot of the times that outlet is you. See, they can't go to work and do that because they depend on their job. They can't do it with their friends because they know that their friends will cut them off and find more friends, but they know you are gonna deal with it. You understand what I'm saying? They know you gonna deal with that shit. And so, when you depending on them, they a lot more condescending, a lot more disrespectful because they know you're not going to go nowhere. When you have your shit together and you stand on that, when you have your shit together and you stand on your boundaries that you have in place, women are going to respect that. And most women are going to, if you got your shit together and you a man who has boundaries and you don't let women overstep your boundaries and you check the disrespect from the door and shit like that, most women will respect that and not even take it there with you because they know you'll make their ass go home. In this situation, I think he let her get a little bit too far with the shit, and now you have what you have now. But she got a baby, so she, women think that, oh, I got a baby from him now, so he's stuck and all that shit. Shout out to my man. My man obviously don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Bitch, taking me to court, you put me on child support, do what you got to do, but you're not going to stress me out. Kudos to him because I'm the same way with mine. I don't give a fuck how many kids we got. I don't give a fuck about none of that. You not going to stress me out, take me to court if that's what you're going to have to do. You understand what I'm saying? But anyway, my man can do that because he got his own shit. You need to have your shit together and you need to be stable. Don't be especially you better not ever move into no woman's crib. But don't be splitting, y'all living together, both of y'all names on the lease and all that old bullshit. Unless you married, right? If you married, that's something different. But other than that, you don't depend on a woman for your survival because she going to put you through stress. She gonna stress you out and she not gonna respect you to that same level. So that's lesson number 1. Have your shit together. Make sure you have your own spot, your own car, and you never depend on a woman for your survival. Number 2, the second thing you can learn, and this is very important, never fall into the emotional arguing trap with them. You understand what I'm saying? If you look at the situation with the baby, right? And old girl, She was getting emotional. She was talking shit, being verbally disrespectful, which we'll get into that in a second. But you don't want to match them. You don't want to, you want to remain cool. You want to keep your calm. You understand what I'm saying? Because what happens when you get emotional with them, they going to beat you and they going to win. They going to win at that game. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm proud of him for not letting her, the shit that she was saying and the shit that she was doing make him emotional and respond emotional. He sat back, he thought about it. Okay, you're not gonna put me in no trick bag. You're gonna have to get up out of here. You understand? You're not finna call them people on me. You're not finna make my image and threaten me and all that shit about fucking up my image, because that's what he was talking about. You're not going to do all that. You're not going to overstep your boundaries and be, making it hard for my other kids' mom and all that shit. You're going to have to get up out of here. Keep your cool. And when they start getting emotional and doing all that other bullshit, don't fall into that with them, because you are going to lose that game. You're going to get overly emotional. You're going to be angry. You're going to make bad decisions. You're going to say the wrong shit. You understand what I'm saying? And somebody recorded and they see you, getting all belligerent and loud and over emotional and shit like that. Then they call the police on you because they scared. And just don't play that game with them. Don't let them draw you in to arguments like that. Stay cool, remain calm, make the decisions that you need to make, and remove the fucking threat. Shout out to the baby. Never get emotional with them. Never let them draw you into emotional arguments. That's number 2. Number 3, if a woman is in your house or she's in your car and she gets disrespectful with you and she calls you out your name, you bitch ass nigga and all this bitch ass dude, you pussy, anything but your name or anything of high regard, make them leave immediately. If you let that slide, it is going to get worse. Go look at my 10 levels of disrespect video. While I break that down, it gets worse. Now, you can tell that the baby let it get to this point, from being little. He should have nipped that in the bud with the combativeness, because you can tell that she was combative, right? Earlier on in their relationship, and it escalated to this. But shout out to him. He's nipping that shit in the bud at a very low level of the 10 levels of disrespect. But best believe me, that disrespect is going to grow. It's going to get worse. It's not going to get better if you don't check it. If a woman is at your crib again or in your car and she gets disrespectful with you, you calmly ask her to leave and you remove her. You're not going to be in my house being disrespectful. I work hard for my shit. I work hard to pay the bills and to build this shit, and I'm not going to have nobody in my personal kingdom disrespecting me. You got to go. I don't give a fuck how many kids we got. I don't give a fuck how pregnant you are. I don't give a fuck how small the baby is. Take your ass back home or take your ass back to your mama house. You have to be like that. I know you want love. I know you don't want her to leave. I know you scared she gonna go fuck somebody else, but you have to put your self-respect as a man, and is your self-respect for your personal kingdom that you built. You have to put that before any fucking thing, before any fucking woman. Never let a woman violate you in her house. You make her leave, and if she don't want to leave, call the fucking police and do what you got to do to get her the fuck up out of there, to show her that you're not playing. Because I'm telling you, if you was at her house and you didn't want to leave, she is going to call the police. Her friends or whoever going to call the police. And especially if you're a black man. Black man, listen. Don't play that game with their ass. Don't play that screaming shit with their ass, because if the neighbors hear you, somebody call the police come, blow your motherfucking brains out and get away with it. Especially black men. Get them out of your house when they getting crazy. Get them out of your house and call the police first if you have to. Don't play that game with them. You understand what I'm saying? Trust me, because that could be bad. So shout out to him for doing what he need to do and not letting a woman disrespect him in his personal space, in his house. You understand what I'm saying? Get their ass up out of there. I don't care how pregnant you is. I don't care how many kids we got. Y'all can go back to that don't mean I love my kid less. And quite frankly, I would rather, because them hoes on the internet gonna say, oh, when he got a baby and he shouldn't put the baby out like that. I would rather my baby be at the grandma house, at her and her mama house in peace, than sitting here while we arguing or it's tension. I don't want my baby to go through nothing like that. So you and the baby can go, or leave the baby here and you go. You understand what I'm saying? So don't, because I know y'all gonna be in the comments arguing with them and all that shit all on Instagram. Let them know that the baby is better off away from that toxicity than together like that. You understand what I'm saying? So Again, if a woman ever gets disrespectful in your crib, make her ass leave. If you got to, call the police. And if you ever at her crib and she gets disrespectful, get your shit and leave. Don't tolerate that shit. I'm telling you. You understand what I'm saying? Because if you do, the disrespect is going to get worse and they're going to lose respect for you. Now, before we go, I just want you guys to pay attention to the women's comments all over the internet, right? And how we are in a space today, we're in a very dangerous space. That they believe that they can cause you a headache. They can disrespect you in your house and they feel like they entitled, you know, to your shit. They feel like they can literally disrespect you. And if you remove them from your space, then somehow you wrong. But let you be at a woman's house disrespecting her or getting belligerent with her. She will call the police on you and remove you. So fellas, we have to step it up and we have to learn from this situation. Not me, because I don't play that shit. But guys need to learn up from this. Don't allow them. Listen to the space that we're in today. Like they literally believe that it's okay for a woman to act like that with a baby in your hand. You see what I'm saying? Doing all this with all this negative energy with a baby in your hand. You see what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. It's crazy the times we in, but we in those times because men don't stand up. Women have been disrespecting y'all for so long in y'all houses and in your cars to the point where they think this shit is okay. It's not okay to be disrespectful in somebody else's house. It's not okay to be fucking a headache to somebody else and they other kids' mom and they family or whatever. That's not okay. It's not okay to cause somebody stress. It's not okay to dump your toxicity on a man. That's not okay. And it ain't never been okay, but they comfortable with doing it. They almost feel like they feel like they entitled to that. You supposed to put up with their shit. You supposed to take their disrespect. No, fuck that. You don't have to take disrespect. I don't give a fuck how many. Listen, my kids' moms know. My kids' moms know. If you disrespect me, bye. I don't give a fuck how many kids we got. I don't give a fuck how long we've been together. Because me, I would rather my kids see me away from you with my self-respect than to watch you disrespect me. My kids, especially my boys and my daughter. To let them see somebody disrespecting their people like that. Because I wouldn't be disrespecting their mom like that in front of them. And treating their mom a certain way in front of them. I don't want them to see their mom going through that. And it's crazy that women don't think about it like that. They'll disrespect you and emasculate you and all type of shit in front of your kids. But the minute you kick them out or the minute you separate from them, oh, he left her and the baby. He threw her and the baby out. No, she threw herself out. She shouldn't be acting like that around her fucking baby. She shouldn't be acting like that around her baby. You see what I'm saying? Shout out to the baby. I hope more of you guys learn this shit. We started the baby challenge. If the bitch get out of hand, the bitch get out of line in your crib, send her ass backpacking to her motherfucking mama crib. You understand what I'm saying? But anyway, guys, that ends that, man. Shout out to the Players Club. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Listen, again, guys, like the video, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. That way you can get this good player shit fresh out the press. Fellas, hit the subscribe button. Let's grow this shit. Let's get this game. Let's take this game to another level. I appreciate you. I'm gone. It's your gracious game advisor, yours truly, King Dre. Peace.